Hello, I'm David and welcome to my house. I've just completed a project with Dane, who reorganized, redesigned, and installed my patio garden. When he was first here and we talked about the project, he took special notice of the colors and the likes and dislikes of mine throughout my house, such as the painting behind me, which is a painting from the south of France called Café Menton by Barbara McCann. And it's my favorite painting in the house, and he decided that he would more or less design the patio in keeping with the colors and the ambiance of that painting. Look out here into the patio, and the first thing you notice probably is the checkerboard red and white design on the risers and the top of the deck, top of the steps. And you'll notice if you look up, you'll see kind of a stained glass effect, which filled in those spaces that were before empty. And you'll see often in the morning or like now, you'll see the reflection or the result of the sun shining through the stained glass. And you'll notice also the old screen that I used to have to guard my dining room from the sun's rays, and now it's not going to be used because I have the umbrellas and the stained glass and other more natural shading elements to the patio. You can take a look at the floor, the tile design. The red, the white, the gold. And obviously you'll see the color schemes with a lot of red present and the gold in the walls and the green over here on this wall. You'll find. But let's take a look at this umbrella, which is an American model. It's easy to operate up and down, which I don't need to show you. But the nice thing about it is that it tilts from side to side. And so you can more or less determine where you want your shade to go. I really like that aspect of it. Plus it's really sturdy and well built. Now over here you'll see an old table that I had. And Dane decided that it was useful, and I agree, in the overall ambiance and design of the patio. And so he painted it and put some dragonflies on it and my 3 pots as well as. And by the way, there's an irrigation system. Each pot has its own, through the bottom, irrigation tube, and as well as sprinklers that are above ground in some of the places here in the garden. This, by the way, one more thing about this umbrella. You might say, how does it stand up? Well, it's got 2 big plastic pods that are about this big and this deep, buried in the ground here, and filled with water. And that's the ballast that keeps it from tipping over. It's a very clever design, I think. And you'll see here the outdoor canvas art that we got online, and Dane had about a 250-year-old door frame that we attached to the wall, and Dane built the garden gate that goes with it to kind of mimic what it might be like to walk into an Italian garden. It's turned out really great. And as we move over here, you'll see the original deck that I had put in about 8 years ago. It's the Trek material, that old gray, ugly stuff, and well, it was painted, the yellow and the blue colors, which really made it attractive, sort of a Cirque du Soleil look to it, a harlequin look, and I really like how it turned out. I think it's the most stunning aspect of the whole project. And you'll see also on the wall, just below the top of the wall, there are some light fixtures. And we captured the theme of the old door frame from the painting and separated the colors from the green and the gold colors on the wall with that old piece of wood. Now here you're going to see the other two umbrellas, the green one and the yellow one, which came from China and are wall attached. They too are really easy to operate, and you can move the handle to do that. They're supposed to withstand a wind speed of, I think he said 40 miles per hour, but I haven't tested that yet, and I doubt I will. And I love this pot. I call it my Alibaba pot. You can just picture, I can just picture my landscape designer in it in some hot boiling oil to get my revenge. Now, what's left? All the pots he chose and planted, and as I said, each one has its own irrigation system, so I literally don't have to do anything about watering my backyard anymore. And the rocking chairs were chosen and put together by the crew, and Dane made the little round table with the lemon on the top, as well as this newspaper stand, I think it would be called, that I have a football in, was something I think he found in his garage. And then the wall itself was painted, as you can see, with what appears to be irises. And there are the brains to the irrigation system, and below the gray are the brains to the lighting system. And these gizmos are for me to stand on when I need to bring the umbrella down or put it up. Voila. All my neighbors say it's really happy and colorful and looks like it's inviting to people to come over and see and enjoy.